I'm 82 years old, and there is a silence in my house that I have been living with for nearly 40 years. It is the kind of silence that settles in when the people you love become strangers. Most men my age will tell you about the wars they fought, or the businesses they built. I don't care about any of that. The only thing I think about, sitting in this chair day after day, is the woman I loved, and how I lost her long before she actually packed her bags. I'm talking to you now because I see young men walking around with the same blind confidence I had. You think you know your wife. You think because she's been with you for 15 years, because she raised your children, because you built a life together, that you are safe, brother. You are living in a fantasy, and I am the ghost of your future if you don't wake up. When you get to be my age, you realize that time doesn't heal all wounds. It just gives you more hours to analyze them. I look back now and I see the biology of it, the terrifying, predictable clockwork of it. But back then, I was blind. I didn't understand that the woman I married, the one who was content making breakfast and folding laundry at 30, was slowly starving to death by the time she hit 40. Not for food, but for something I couldn't give her anymore. Let's go back to when I was 42. My wife was 39. We had a good life, a stable life. I was working hard, providing, doing everything a husband is supposed to do. I thought we were happy. I thought the quiet evenings were a sign of peace. I didn't notice the way she started looking in the mirror. It wasn't vanity. It was panic. I see that now. She wasn't checking her makeup. She was mourning her youth. She was looking at a face that used to turn heads and seeing a stranger. I missed the small things, the way she started talking about her past, not with embarrassment, but with this hunger in her eyes. She'd talk about ex-boyfriends or her single days with a sparkle that I hadn't seen in years. I just smiled and nodded. I thought it was nostalgia. I didn't know she was rewriting our history. I didn't know she was grieving the loss of being desired by strangers. It happened slowly. The damage accumulated quietly right under my nose. First, it was the new friends, divorced women who had blown up their own lives and were looking for company at the bottom of the cliff. They started filling her head with poison, telling her she deserved better, that life was too short to be bored. Then came the gym. The new clothes, the obsession with looking young. I thought she was just trying to be healthy. I even complimented her. But she wasn't doing it for me. She was preparing for the market. She needed validation like a drug addict needs a fix. My compliments didn't count anymore. I was her husband. I was obligated to love her. She needed the thrill of being chosen by someone who didn't have to choose her. I remember the day she came home smiling because some random guy at the coffee shop flirted with her. That smile, it was brighter than anything she'd given me in a decade. That was the beginning of the end. The explosion happened just after her 40th birthday. The woman who had been a devoted mother suddenly needed space. She started picking fights over nothing. If I breathed too loud, I was oppressing her. If I tried to be nice, I was smothering her. She had to make me the villain. You understand that, don't you? She couldn't admit she was destroying our family just to feel young again. That truth would have broken her. So she rewrote the story. Suddenly I was controlling. I was distant. Our entire marriage was a lie. She left me for a man she met at the gym, a man with no responsibilities, no history, just novelty. She traded 20 years of loyalty for 3 months of butterflies. I tried to reason with her. I tried to therapy my way out of it, but you can't reason with a midlife crisis. You can't negotiate with someone who is terrified of their own mortality. She destroyed everything. The kids. They were collateral damage in her war against aging. She told herself they would be fine, that they just wanted her to be happy. That was a lie. They wanted their mother. They wanted their home. I spent my 50s raising broken children while she chased a fantasy that evaporated as soon as reality hit. And it did hit. The boyfriend left. The excitement faded. But by then the home was sold. The trust was gone. The family was dead. Listen to me closely. If your wife is approaching 40, don't be naive. Watch the signs. Is she suddenly obsessed with her past? Is she spending time with divorced friends who celebrate their freedom? Is she glued to her phone, guarding it like a secret agent? She isn't looking for a better husband. She is running from herself. She is running from the reality of aging, of being ordinary, of being a mother instead of a muse. You represent the reality she is trying to escape. Your stability feels like a prison to a woman who is panicking about her fading beauty. She called me, years later, after the adventure was over and the silence of her own choices settled in. She wanted to talk about us, but the woman on the phone wasn't my wife. My wife died the day she decided that her need for attention was more important than her promise to her family. I'm 82. I have made my peace with the silence. But you still have time to see what I couldn't. Don't let the quiet fool you. Check on the foundation, because when it crumbles, it doesn't make a sound until the roof comes down on your head.